Thank you for being a decent person. Thank you for being a light worker in this ever challenging environment that wants to draw us in. Thank you. But you can be too nice, can't you? You can be too nice. We're constantly putting out a message through the things that we say, through our body language, constantly putting out a message to others, what we will take, what we won't take, what we stand for, what we don't stand for, what we're willing to accept and what we're not willing to accept. Constantly putting out a message to others. And if you are that decent person, then it is a common trait to often be too nice. And what do I mean by too nice? Well, we often know when we've been too nice because we regret it afterwards, don't we? We think, well, I was actually too nice there and that's why they did that. And of course, it's a difficult balance because we're constantly looking at the world through our own standards. So we get surprised when you're a decent person, you get surprised that other people will act in a toxic way or take advantage or do all these different things because you wouldn't do that yourself. You wouldn't do that at all. So it's surprising. So when you're just being who you are, and sometimes that can be too nice, some of the more toxic, narcissistic, abuser types, which unfortunately there are plenty of too, will take advantage. And we often know that we've been too nice after we've been too nice. It's like a regret thing, isn't it? And this is the point here. It's a reminder of standards. It's a reminder of principles that, hey, don't stop being that decent person. Don't stop being that light worker. But just have that boundary, have the line. Stick by your standards, stick by your principles. Be that decent person. Don't ever let anybody influence you to be anything other if that's who you are and that's who you want to be. Don't ever let a toxic type ever manipulate or abuse or coerce you into being anything different. Oh, the sun's coming out. Nice. Don't ever let that happen. But have the standard, have the principle, have the line that you're not willing to be crossed and stick by that, because like we often regret after it's actually happened, by being more assertive, being more confident, which is part of what we're talking about here as well, being more assertive, being more confident, it saves a lot of hassle moving forward. Rather than that regret of being too nice and then regretting it, be confident, stick by your principles and your standards. Don't let that be compromised through other people's behaviour. Stay in control of the only thing you can control, yourself. Don't let the boundaries be crossed. And by being more confident and assertive to start with, even if it is challenging for some, and it quite often is, saying no and things like that can be quite challenging. But by doing that, you save yourself a lot of grief and others too. So actually, when we think about it, it works out for the better anyway, by being like that to start with. And the more you do that, it's just like anything else, it's practice, isn't it? Practice, practice, practice. And then your principles get stronger, your standards get stronger, your light work gets stronger. Stick to your standards and your principles. Have a great day. Ta-ta.